let's move on down to A tier for now.
Alright, so what does the A tier mean?
A tier, or as I like to call it, Ukyo and his girls.
Well, he's a ladies' man.
Yeah, A tier characters I think are just a little bit stronger than B tier, and also the thing is they're just a little bit easier to use their really, really strong tools, and it's like just a little bit easier for them to be effective with just a little bit of time and work and lab work. But the B tiers are also incredibly strong, but you're gonna have to put a little more dedication into learning their combos and their setups. But if you want to play a character who's fun and strong, I would definitely go for A tier and B tier. But
now you want fun, go for Akuma. Just always pick Akuma.
Or just go for Akuma if you want to be an asshole like me. I mean, I pick Akuma and Iori all the time, so don't listen to me. Yeah. So let's start off with Maki, my girl Maki.
All right.
She has she also just has a lot of strong tools to cover a lot of situations. She's she's rushdown emphasized, but she has her quarter circle forward punch, which is her armor move, and it's just kind of this big hook, this long horizontal range hook punch, and it has a ton of armor, and it's slow to start up. And I don't think it's frame 1. It's definitely not as good as like Hauser. But yeah, so you're definitely going to be really strong on the ground with that move. Then you have her command dash, which is really unique. So if you press quarter circle forward and kick, you can go into either... You start running and you can either go into a low, a high, or you can stop. So that just allows her to have mix-up potential off of any block string. And she has a DP. She has an invincible meterless DP. And she has an invincible command throw, which I think is important for a lot of the strong characters, is just having that. And so she has just a lot of strong regular special moves, and her normals are pretty good. Her jumping light punch is kind of amazing, and it lasts forever in the air. But she has simple but very effective tools, and with her combos, you're just not gonna have, like, once you get the situational awareness and whatnot, you're gonna be able to just do a ton of damage off of pretty much any situation.
Okay. Well, just based off, like, how I've seen people play her, just that you have to work a little bit more harder to actually... I guess that's what made her, like, not able to qualify for the S tier. It's just, you gotta work a little bit more, because she's a little bit not easy to use, I guess.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate from crazy ranges like the S tiers or anything. You have to get in, but she has a lot of good tools to get in, and she has an amazing anti-air. She has one of the best anti-airs in the game. She doesn't get a lot of damage off of it, but with also having the DP and the invincible command grab. Yeah, so basically you just have to... She has a lot of ways to close that space, but just not in a crazy way like the S tiers.
Right. So she's not really a combo machine, is she? But what about damage? Oh, what about damage-wise?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, honestly. She has good damage, but like her combo potential is not the best. Her mid-screen combo is not that great. That's probably another thing that separates her from the S tier, is that all the S tiers have just stupid combos from any range. But yeah, so her mid-screen combo is not great, but if she gets you in the corner, she's just an absolute monster with just...
So she's really definitely just a close melee then.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have projectiles, does she?
No.
Okay, so but what made her qualify for the A tier list? Like the way you're talking about it, she's good in that, but then just she doesn't have not enough combos. But so how come she's not in the the lower tiers? What made her belong in the A's?
I would say again, the A and B tiers are around the same level of effectiveness, but the A tier is much more consistent, and it's much easier to get their really high damage combos off without having to spend a ton of time in training mode doing crazy weird combos and practicing at these weird specific heights and for like specific situations and stuff. So the Maki, you can just it's this very simple effective loop.
Okay, so that's what separates her. So these characters are just more consistent than the other characters on the list.
Yeah. So I would say, to sum it up, Maki, probably one of the best brawler kind of characters. Like, she gets up in your face, she can throw you, she can mix you up. Yeah.
Okay, all right. How about matchups?
Matchup.
I mean, just based on looking at it, looks like she'll struggle. Looks like she'll struggle against the S tiers a little bit.
Yeah, struggle against S tiers. Problem against Zoner. You kind of have to just guess and randomly get an armor punch on them or a good jump in. But yeah, but she has the tools to deal with it. It's not that bad for her. But yeah, she does have weaknesses, and so that's the thing about the A tier, is that these are characters that actually have weaknesses, where the S tier I don't think really have any weaknesses.
Okay. Like, I think I played against Maki, but just I feel she just can't. Well, she'll have a tougher time playing against projectiles.
Yeah,
like probably
that's pretty much
your
it.
Guiles, your Captain Commandos, your probably those two I see have a tougher time. Maybe I'm not 100%. Maybe even even Chun-Li.
Yeah. Word. That's enough on Maki. Let's move on to Tron Bison. Fan favorite. Everybody loves Trombone. Let's see.
You got all your notebooks. You got all your notes there.
I'm trying to collect my thoughts again. Yeah, she's just like Maki, very simple but effective. She only has 3 special moves, honestly. And barely any command normals. Hold on.
I saw you guys play. I see you guys play her. Her combos are just consistent.
Yeah, but Tron, she's definitely, if you want a character, if you're looking for a simple character to try in this game, go for Tron. She has no command normals, and she only has 3 special moves, and they're all really good special moves. So
just spam the Sir bots.
Yeah, send in the bots. Classic.
Just send the bots in. That's all you have to do. Well, compared to I've seen how you guys play her.
Yeah. So first of all, her fireball. She has probably one of the most unique fireballs in the game, which is you can get a combo off of it super easily, and you don't need EX for it. You can just it's your special one, and so it's the one where the Surbot captures you if it hits you, and so you can do it. To where it's angled on the ground or to where it's angled in the air. So it's really good for an anti-air thing. And if it trades, it's still usually in your favor. So I'll usually be trying to jump in on Rodney. I'll hit him with my jump in, and then he'll still capture me with the Surbot and then just pick me up for a full combo afterwards. It's ridiculous. But yeah, but you can blow it up. It's kind of got bad recovery. So if you guess right, you can go in and combo her. But it is very, very strong, and it lets her have really, really strong combos too. After that, her drill, which is her most annoying special move, and so This move just like is like really fast. It goes full screen. It's not invincible or anything, but you can pick up and you can confirm into a full combo off of it. And you can do it in the air. So basically, at any time, you can just turn into like a flying hitbox. You can just turn into like a big old attack, and like you can hit her out of it with projectiles. But it generally, when I've tried to challenge it, she almost always wins, and so it's not as bad as say Hauser's armor charge. But in terms of just like regular horizontal specials, it's amazing. Yeah, and you can get like a loop on the ground off of it. And if you do it on the ground, you can combo either into the safe Servbot EX move or the the EX Fireball is safe too. And then of course to top it off, Servbot launcher. Yeah, it's just like it's an actual assist. It's like probably one of the best like mix up vortex kind of moves too, where you do it after you knock someone onto the ground, and it can be used defensively too, to where if you do it and someone hits you afterwards, the Servbot will usually hit them and either reset the situation or allow you to combo off of it. So, and the EX version is invincible, or no, I forget which version is invincible, but it puts out 3 Servbots, so it pretty much gets you out of any situation. And I think the EX Fireball is invincible and plus, and it combos into anything from it. So, yeah, just another character that's very, very strong at any range. But she really kind of is a jack of all trades, master of none, I would say. I use that term way too many times. I gotta find a new term.
Jack of all trades. I mean, that's fine. Jack of all trades, yeah. But usually jack of all trades is more on the top side, but oh well. But I think she's really consistent with like it. I think this really frustrates a lot of players. It's her consistent drill comboing and drills. If you get caught in them, it's like, you know, hard to stay away from. But also, I believe this is probably not a good opinion, but I think her situation is more strict than Maki's. I think, just like, you know, if you want to combo into it.
Oh yeah, no, her combo is a little bit tougher. It's not
because I notice sometimes, you know, it's the same when you guys combo using her. When you guys use her combo, sometimes you guys get the combos that you like, you know, you get, but then sometimes you guys just miss it by probably just by one tiny little frame that, you know, most people don't see.
That one's definitely more of a height thing. You got to get used to it, but there's an easier and a more difficult version of it. And also, even if you do kind of an easy combo with Tron, it's gonna do kind of a lot of damage. She kind of does a lot of damage, and definitely one of the strongest air games. Her jumping heavy punch is ridiculous because it's like the tornado arms moves, to where she her arms go out on both sides so she can cross you up, or she can hit you in front. So it's pretty much impossible to tell which way you're going to get jumped in on if in some situations. And like sometimes because the corner is fucked up in this game, because it's like a fan-made game, it like messes you up. But yeah, but no, she's great. But all
right, any matchups? How about matchup wise? You think like are there any bad ones or good ones? Like, what's her most successful matchup against, based on how you played?
She's a very kind of an even across the board character. Like, if you really,
hold on, let me answer the question in the chat. Jamar, no, that is not Yamori, that is Griffybones.
Yeah, I mean, she's got kind of a big hitbox and stuff like that, and if you're able to zone her out a little bit, like definitely characters with stronger projectile games can give her a little bit of trouble, because if you have to come at her, it's really difficult because of her fireball and her serve bot. But if you can give her a run for her money from full screen, then it's a little more even.
Okay. All right. Hi percent. Thanks for the lurk. Much appreciated. Have a good night. Okay, let's move on to the next character, which is, I don't know, the ladies' man, Ukyo, on this.
Ukyo.
On this
Man,
list.
this tuberculosis having motherfucker. This guy.
He's definitely a defensive character, but I can tell he can punish you great if you mess up.
Yeah, he has really good range, and he can confirm into his combos from his really good range. But he also has really good pressure too, and he also has some decent, really annoying defensive options. So he's not the most defensive character. He's not the most offensive, but like he's definitely a good spacing character. He's a good footsies character, and like once he gets a hit or forces you to block something, he can very easily convert into pressure, into more mix-ups and stuff like that. So let's go to his move list.
Yeah, his double slice is pretty much that definitely gives the players problems.
Yeah,
and he also has that jumping fireball, if I remember.
The jumping slash, the Tsubame, is definitely ridiculous. Yeah, that's his signature move. So that's an overhead. It's a really, it's got good range. It's good for challenging things in the air, but it is really unsafe on block if you do block it. But it's impossible to react to if you do it instantly in the air. But the really crazy thing is that the EX version is plus. Is like really plus too. And so so if you have a bar, your mix-up capabilities just become that much more insane, because you just have so many free opportunities, because you also have Ukyo. You can off of his normal throw, you can get a combo anywhere on screen, which is like a really unique thing for him. So like, while he is a defensive character, that's like one of the strongest offensive tools for a character in this game, is just being able to combo into anything from anywhere off of a normal throw.
So pretty much it's a guessing game between player and player.
Yeah. So, and then his apple slash, which is his kind of multi-slash move. Really strong spacing, kind of neutral tool. And you can it's a good move to cancel into his EX moves to kind of create like other mix-ups and stuff. And it's staple in his combos, like big combo fill and stuff like that. And so then we have his Phantom Slash, which he disappears for a little bit and then like reappears and slashes behind you. And I think there's a couple other versions. I forget what the other one, but that's the really good version. And so while you have this sword and you're like you're spacing people out and you have longer range normals than most people, you can just surprise someone, cut them from behind, and then convert into a full combo on the ground. And so then to top it all off, he doesn't have a regular DP. Oh, I think EX Tsubame, I think the EX overhead is also invincible too, if I remember correctly, which is ridiculous.
Okay.
But then he has I guess I'd call it the spot dodge. He has the dodge move, And so he just basically has a dodge that makes him be invincible for a period. And then he can either do an attack out of the dodge whenever he wants to, and he can cancel that into an EX move to confirm for a combo. Or he can just not do anything and then like try and throw you or just do a normal. And it's got really, really good delivery. It's kind of hard to punish, even. So, yeah, Ukyo just has this incredible range that he can confirm into anything, and he has good pressure, and just this really, really annoying... These kind of annoying dodge moves in his step, and also his Phantom Slash kind of dodges stuff, too. So... He doesn't have any like crazy fireballs or anything, but he's definitely got some of the best normals and some really, really good specials.
Okay. So, well, you're saying he's not the best offense. He's not the best defensive, but he's just right. He's just like a consistent, I guess. But he's just that.
Yeah.
I feel he's probably the one you have to work a little. Well, maybe work a bit more other than grapplers.
Yeah. Definitely one of the best footsie characters, I would say. He's not like a zoner, but more of like a footsie character. But in this game, like you're not really contained into one archetype, because you usually have some really, really crazy things you can cancel into.
Okay, how about matchups? I guess I feel bad for telling you asking you hey, what's the matchup? What's the bad matchup? But that's
I'm just trying to do this in brevity. But let's see.
Yeah, welcome to the class. Welcome to the class.
Yeah, but God, I don't play Ukyo as much. Rodney's more of an Ukyo expert, but yeah, I think fireballs might give him a little bit of trouble.
Oh yeah, projectiles definitely. I think projectiles definitely, yeah. Because it's like I think so far, just based on me, I think maybe Commando, Guile, and the reuse. Terry, I don't think he'll be more annoying, but just I feel like just Guile, Commando, and the reuse maybe might be a little bit more of a zone, patience kind of play. I would say those are some of the biggest zoners and projectile characters when we talk about projectile characters. And I would also throw Akuma. I would throw all the S tiers into that. All the S tiers have really good projectiles. And, yeah, you mentioned S tiers have practically no weaknesses.
Yeah, practically no weaknesses. And his SNK, Lele, has some decent projectile game.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised we got... Okay,
yeah.
So Rodney says Guile is a great matchup for Ukyo, so... I'm probably not going to disagree there, because Sonic Booms are pretty good.
Sonic Booms, oh my god, we'll get to Guile. Guile's crazy, man.
Yeah, Rodney, we'll get to Guile, okay. Alright, next...
Chun-Li...
Yeah, Thunder dies.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is Alpha Chun-Li, people. This is Alpha version Chun-Li, not the SF2 version.
It is nice.
Yeah, though I wish Yamar would put a SF, the Street Fighter version of her.
Yeah. I like the Alpha version though, or at least the costume. But yeah, Chun-Li I like a lot, but I would say her placement I think is a little bit more I'm unsure of than all the characters. Like all the other characters I've had a decent amount of experience with. Chun-Li I just haven't played enough against and as to really know, but from what I have played, she seems really, really good. But it's a little more theory fighter than the other ones. So, but yeah, so with that said, to get into it, I'll say the first thing that's really good about her is her normals. They're a bit short on range compared to some of the other A and S tiers, but they're really fast and they're usually pretty plus on block. So Like her heavy punch is really fast, great range, and it's also +1 on block. In addition to that, her down medium kick, which is Chun-Li's signature thing where she can jump in on you multiple times. She does a little chicken jump in on you, and that's a really, really plus. And that way you can do multiple overheads to everybody, and you can do really, really, really scary mix-ups. So Chun-Li is really, really scary up close, just to start it off. Her specials, her fireball is decent, I would say. It's not too special. It's good, but it's definitely, I think, fast, but I think it's a little not great on the recovery department. But it's a good, safe way to confirm into her combos and give her some good horizontal presence. Her DP, it's nice to have a DP, but it's definitely not the best range or anything like that. Lightning legs, really good safe pressure, puts her at a good range to space you out or kind of put her back in her good range where she can do heavy punch and get more plus frames. And then her overhead kick, which is really crazy, which is you can cancel your block strings into it and then be plus. It's like +10 if you block it. So basically, if you get someone into a block string, you can either end the string at heavy punch, B+, cancel that into the overhead and be super plus, or if you think they're going to challenge you, cancel into lightning legs or fireball to be safe, and then you can still EX cancel after that. And I think her EX fireball is plus as well, and yeah, so I would say what she's lacking, just really just zoning again. Yeah. She's another character who I think just doesn't do too well against hard projectiles, but her air game is definitely really good.
Did you say your air game is good? Oh, wait a minute. I muted.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on, I'm back. Yeah.
No, did you say your air game was pretty good? So.
Yeah, I would say her air game is pretty good.
Okay. But I just think, like, based on how I've seen others play, well, then again, I haven't seen many Chun-Li's that often, so she's probably, like, one of those lists that she's like a case by case, so she could be either high, low, mid, high, or, high, low, like, just between high, mid, or just mid. So she's probably that unknown factor.
Yeah, one thing that I have a problem with her is that her pressure is really good, but it's hard for her to confirm sometimes off of her longest range, like normals, and to do like a bunch of chains into a special from a really long range. So like Ukyo can confirm from a really long range, Maki can, Tron can, of course all the S's can. But Chun-Li, I still haven't really found that great combo, but on paper, her pressure is some of the best in the game. So that's okay. Pretty much it.
So she's a little bit, maybe minor inconsistent compared to Maki. So you want to say that?
Yeah, I would definitely say she's a lot more inconsistent than that, and a little more. I'm not sure than everybody, but she definitely has more potential than I think some of the people the rest of the characters on this.
Okay.
More potential to be like a little bit higher or better. And she can also combo off of her normal throw in the corner, which is crazy.
Okay.
One thing I will say that most A and S tier characters have is a way to combo from throws. And usually invincible or fast throws too. That's usually, I would say, the trademark of a really good character in this game.
Okay, now how about matchup wise then?
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I just really don't know about this one. Yeah, I think we've got enough for Chun-Li right now.
Well, I'll probably get you might disagree with me. I think she has plenty of bad matchups. In my
I think
eyes.
she definitely she has a lot. Yeah, I think she can definitely
Against grapplers,
if
not against grapplers. Maybe some bad, some a
yeah,
little bit more
if you
good, but probably against projectiles, she'll definitely struggle.
if you have good escape tools and like invincible reversals, those also kind of mess her up a lot too. So she definitely has a decent amount of weaknesses, but also some really kind of crazy strengths.
All right. Well, next up we got the wrestler, the Angel.
The people's Angel. God, Angel's crazy. So the big thing about Angel, she's a really strong kind of brawler. She's like Maki, where she's really good up close. She has a really strong command grab. She can combo off of. But she's definitely a little harder to learn and a little more weird to get a hang on than Maki. That's because of her kind of back fist move, her quarter circle back and punch. So this is her main move. So this move, you can cancel it into a bunch of other like chains or options. So you can cancel it into like an uppercut that you use as an anti-air, or in combos you can cancel it into a low or an overhead. And then also you can, like, after those options, you can cancel it into different follow-ups in different attacks. And so this move in itself has a bunch of built-in mix-ups. And on top of that, one of the versions you can do is invincible from frame 1. And it has a lot of range. And so not only is this move a DP, it just puts you into a bunch of weird mix-up situations. And so you have to be close, but it's kind of a Swiss Army knife move. It kind of does everything. It's a reversal. It puts you into mix-ups. It's what you're going to use in all your combos. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And it's definitely like, if you play Angel, you're going to be doing quarter circle back punch. God, like, and so pretty much all of her other moves are just kind of an addition to that move. She has, I think, her jumping grab, and so that's kind of like a jump, and I forget if I think that hits on the ground, but so you can cancel block strings into that. She has, like I said before, her invincible command grab. She has her slide, which it differs a lot from the normal version to the EX version, because the normal version is a low that you can block, but the EX version is also a grab. So she has like 3 different ways to grab you, and also the best DP in the game.
Angel has the best DP. Interesting.
Yeah, I would say, because I didn't think that move was a dragon punch. I didn't think it was invincible, but it's fully invincible. Maybe I'm forgetting which one of them.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's definitely
interesting
enough to make her really good.
All right. Does she have a good match? No, sorry.
Matchups, yeah. Projectiles. I would say that's a common with a decent amount of the A tiers kind of right now, is that they're very strong up close and do a lot of damage and do a lot of mix-ups. But they kind of fail to the projectile characters. But I would just say, in terms of like going in and being offensive, I would say they're just like a little bit stronger in the grand scheme of things, because I think this game kind of rewards that kind of pressure and mix-up style more.
Rewards high pressure. High.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad analogy. All right.
Yeah. So to sum it up, Angel, she's definitely a weird character, but if you just take the time to know her, she's probably the most versatile grappler in the game. And so, now that I'm talking about Shermie, that's hard to say. She's one of the most unique and fun offensive grapplers in the game.
Oh, we're talking about Shermie now?
No, that's Angel, but
okay.
She's also kind of, they're both grapplers. So yeah, let's move on. See, finish up the A tier. Shermie.
I do not like Shermie because
yeah,
Rodney plays
her.
Rodney plays her.
So Shermie, I would say, out of the A tier, she has the worst combos. I would say Shermie's biggest weakness is her combos are really not that great, but all of her specials are really, really, really crazy, and her normals are not that great. But yeah, she just has this crazy collection of special moves that make her so annoying to deal with. So, God, let's start.
I think she's really less inconsistent than compared to Chun-Li probably. And
yeah, and she's also really consistent. So yeah, while her combos aren't good, she's very consistent and easy to pick up. So right. Yeah.
But
also,
sorry.
Yeah, out of this tier, I would say Tron, Shermie, and Maki are the easiest characters, whereas Ukyo, Chun-Li, and Angel are more complicated.
Right, but I think, she's more. I think she's more reliant on, if you want to perform a lot of good damage, you have to rely on her EX attack. EX attack, that's where she shines, I think.
Oh yeah, well that's a good point, but she has a unique way to deal with that too, and I can bring that up as I discuss it. So, one of the things she has is that after like 4 of her special moves, she can cancel into a follow-up, and it's the same follow-up for all of these special moves where she does this butt slam, but you can do an EX version of that, and so you can just basically do one of the normal specials, and then if you see it hits, confirm into the EX, and then go into a full combo. So she's very safe with her EX cancels in a way that's different than everybody. But to go into why her moves are good, let's start with the whip, Shermie whip, quarter circle back punch. And so this is her DP, and it doesn't really look like it, but it's kind of ridiculous. And it's like, this is probably the best like straight up DP in the game. This comes out so fast. It's like invincible frame 1, and it'll just snatch you out of the air, and you can confirm into a combo. And it doesn't even really look like a DP at first, but the hitbox and hurtbox is just, well, I mean, it doesn't even really have a hurtbox. It's so invincible, but it's definitely very unsafe on block. But it's just so good. It's hard to describe how good this is as a DP. Axel spin kick, her quarter circle back kick. This is a decent move. This kind of just rounds out her kit. I think it can be used to dodge like some fireballs, and it jumps over some stuff, and you can use it to confirm combos. But it's her only. It's like one of her only non-grab based specials. So it's kind of important to mix up, because you're going to be canceling block strings into grabs and resetting into grabs. So you're going to use this to kind of reset pressure with another hit. Because with most of, you can like delay cancel this into one of her EX moves.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see. The Spiral, Shermie Spiral. I think this is just her normal command grab. I don't think this is invincible. I forget. If Rodney's in the chat, maybe he can say. But I don't think this one is. I don't think this is invincible because her DP is so good. But it's just a really. It's just a pretty solid command grab. The EX version is good for doing combos. And then she has her air grab.
Okay, frame 1.
Frame 1. Okay, so it is frame 1. It is invincible too. So she has an invincible command grab. She has an air grab. I forget if the air grab is invincible, but it's really good at anti-airing. And she has a counter. I think her counter is probably the best in the game. It's definitely very unsafe, but it just is so huge that it's ridiculous. That it's so hard to pressure Shermie just because of her DP and her counter. It's ridiculous. And she has a run grab too. So basically, she's an up close monster as well. But the thing that makes Shermie so annoying is that she has a lot of good grabs, and she has some of the best reversals and counters in the game.
Okay. But how about matchups?
Again, projectile characters can take care of them. God, I might. Oh God, someone saying Guile at B. I might honestly move Commando and Guile up to A after talking about this, after thinking about it. But
we'll see. We'll give a reason
but
why.
Also, yeah, and so but that's also in theory. So this is more of a tier list based off what I've seen and played.
Based off experience.
Because there's always the game. There's always the game in your head that you think you're playing, and then there's just you got to admit because there's the matches that you've played, and so this tier list is based on the matches that I've played.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shermie probably just has good matches just against her own grapplers. So because it's just it comes down to who can grab better.
Yeah, so if you have to approach Shermie, it's just such a bad day. If you don't have really good projectiles, it's a slog.
I think this is more of a dogfight between she definitely has bad matchups against projectiles, but also vice versa, because this is an aggressive game versus Shermie because you want to keep her away from you, but also at the same time you can actually fight against Shermie. But the thing is, you cannot go one example is you fire DP, you're gonna get punished a lot. So one bad DP, you're done. That's gonna take at least 20% of punishment. But if she has meter, that's at least 60%.
Yeah, and that's a good point because that's honestly kind of how a lot of this game goes. That's kind of how it balances out at the end of the day. Is that if you put time into any character, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage off of really, really simple punishes. So if someone messes up, you can just punish the hell out of them. So yeah, the A tier characters all really strong, but if you catch on to what they do, you can punish them and mess them up.
I would say. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Finish what you're doing.
They're just a little bit easier to deal with than the S tiers, and you can make them play more honestly.
Yeah, but I would say Maki, Tron, and Ukyo, they're the top 3 of the A tiers. But then you have Chun-Li, Angel, and Shermie. They're the low end of the A tier because you got to work a little bit more. Well,
yeah,
they're more inconsistent,
and they're a little more,
probably.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,